That's weird. Was it disconnected? Did I accidentally hit the stop button? I don't know. Did anybody notice when that stopped streaming? I don't know if anybody's still around. I just put tags on this on the stream metadata. Damn it. I don't understand. Fucking tags, they don't have any of the tags for the... God damn it, Twitch. What the fuck happened to communities? Why'd they change it? Why can't you just like... It's fucking stupid. I hope that them deploying tags didn't cut off my stream. I don't know. Anyway, oh god, I need to read these and figure out which ones are actually like important. Half of these are just describing what enemies are in the room. Like I don't fucking need to know that. It's in the fucking image. All block placed on them. E2. Okay, so they just, that's a... switch at the center of the room that can toggle their direction. Great. Something useful. guess there's also just where the fuck was I? What was I gonna say to... Oh. Alright. There's not too much going on in this sector that I had to do new stuff for. Maybe I'll place enemies and start working on and do the entrance and then start doing some of these code things. It's 4:20 though, I should take a break. Yeah. I'm gonna place enemies when I get back. BRB. Oh no, the audio stopped. What should we do? All right, placing enemies. We'll knock this out. Let's see, there's spiders and crates. Come on. Oh yeah, doors. I guess I can place those too. So this one is gonna drop an enemy. So is this one. And And then otherwise we've got so might as well read what the room notes are as I go through. Ah, it's a locked door. Then we can do this. Which one is it? Let's see, let's try and do this. Motherfucker. Okay. Room with 3 walkers. Wide conveyor belt pushes left into oil, not to ignite. By shooting the bomb blocks for switch toggles direction. Complicated. Switch, release, lock. Stays down. Single pushable block can only be accessed by the south half. Doing a lot of puzzles in this one. These enemies don't count against that. Can we just not show these? I really don't ever want to see static tiles opened. All right. Boss room. Mini boss. Oh, I don't know how to do the mini boss. Steven Merman. Merman Productions in the house. Shit. So it's this one, this one. Five, 20. That's weird. Hopefully it doesn't do that in the game. Yeah, also fine. Corner room. What does this switch do? Direction of the conveyor belts. I don't feel like it's really necessary to hide this switch. But I'll just leave it. Same with this one. Oh, I didn't set their direction, did I? Oh. Yo, Squirtle. Let's see, there's no enemies here. Oh, and I need to put the seal here. I forgot how to do the seals. I'll look at another sector. I'll come back to it. All right, column D. Oh. A lock-in room. Spiders, 2 sets of conveyor belts that are moving. Switch this. Okay, this one's pretty straightforward. Yeah, just a sec. Stream.
Yo, yo.
Streaming.
Sweet. I'm gonna add backgrounds and stuff and objects in Tree World. I want to get like cloud clip art. Oh yeah, these cloud clip arts are great.
Where are you going for clip art?
Just searching Google for cloud clip art. This one's from Clip Art Panda. Copy image. So hopefully all this cloud clip art will help me fix my projection math. I won't know how to fix it until I have things in the scene. I need to do the server side for adding objects.
Oh, this is nuts. I don't even know if the player can survive that. Maybe.
add this sweet cloud object. And then I'll have to add like 50 of them, and then I'll have to set them to the server. I'll have to tweak my River City Ransom style 2D projection math.
Do you have that working?
I mean, it sets things on a rough Z index, but I don't have enough space, or I don't have enough objects to actually test it out yet. So I might need to do some back of the napkin to figure out how I want it to work with like clouds floating high up, but also going back, and guys on the ground. So I don't think River City Ransom had to deal with all that.
Signal room. That's oh. Let's see. Well, that's most of it. Place enemies. Let's figure out how to do that entrance. Fubins. One sector enter first only. Oh yeah, that's what I'm missing. to sector D. Alright, let's see how this plays. Where am I going? What is with these things? His position? I always forget what the hell is causing them to not spawn. Oh shit, that's weird. Interesting. Huh. Might ruin my... That should be fixed. Hmm. Mini boss. Oh no, I don't have a thing for this level. And it looks even more like a CRT with a low resolution. Damn.
Star Fox.
Yeah, there's Star Fox in this game. There's no boss. And there's no core. Oh, yeah. So I did a run through of that level. It feels pretty good after I fix a bunch of stuff.
Let's see if my guess on an isometric perspective works. I guess it's impossible to tell.
I'm watching.
I need a better graphics sample. Let's spread these out a bit more too.
Nice clip art clouds.
Yeah.
Are they gonna move?
They will eventually. Let's get a much bigger X range. Our Z range. We got our Y range. All right. Yeah, that good. And I need to add stuff on the ground too. All right. Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'll add some ground features like rocks and trees. I need a rock clip art. Oh yeah. Rock clip art. fake perspective almost works.
Fake perspective, let me see. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I always wanted to do those like on Genesis or arcade games that have like sprite based roads.
Yeah.
Or just like a bunch of sprite rows coming at you.
Some of them even do it like pixel by pixel, line by line.
Yeah, it's pretty good. To redo all the conveyor belts. I don't. Make them an entity.
Oh no, my perspective had a problem.
Editor only, I should have just put that in there. Editor only.
perspective fixed.
Fixed?
Man, math is fun.
Oh. Yeah.
And now all the rocks are on the ground at varying distances, and all the clouds are in the sky, and that looks about right.
But are they represented in 3D space?
They are.
So if you change their like X and Z, they do the right thing?
Yeah. I don't have them moving around yet, but let's see. I gotta add this transform origin property first. Then only have them go back. Not as far. Meet Tree World coming together.
Method name.
Oh, I don't think the X value scales properly in the distance though. It's hard constructing a virtual plaza.
VR, man. It's hard.
Yeah.
Maybe we're
I
not
guess I could
ready.
also write a VR view for this one day, but I want it to be web, so like you gotta have a YouTube video off in the distance too. I guess if there's like web stuff in VR, but I barely have enough time to get the math on this right. How am I gonna?
Do you remember?
Is it somehow easier in 3D?
Do you remember VRML?
I don't.
Are you serious? You would love it.
Does A-Frame use it? Or is it like older? Older.
Hold on. Let's look it up. VRML. Virtual reality modeling language.
Oh yeah.
It was when they were like, oh, we'll have an, like, HTML is great. Let's do that for everything. Designed particularly with the web in mind.
Wow, it's ready for a comeback.
So if you made VRML, it would be embedded. It was embeddable in browsers in like 1995.
Wow, when they had those markup language as code kick that everyone was on, like Cold Fusion.
But the aesthetic of like most VRML is like pretty good.
I should find some good archives and use it to populate Tree World.
Here we go. Here's a tree right here.
VRML. Who knew?
I knew. Look at all this stuff. It's all like flat shaded.
Yep.
It looks like.
Man, I can't even imagine though how anyone
Here we
at
go
any
though.
point thought a good ergonomics of a programming language is tags.
So yeah, the idea was that you know, you could go to a web page and it would be a store, and you would use VRML to like walk around in the store to find stuff to buy.
Like Second Life.
Yeah. But like it's just a store. Like this like gallery here. It's just like a one-off virtual space.
Yeah. I don't know. I never understood. I didn't even know the word tagged language until I saw an article on Hacker News about someone with the open source modern remake of Cold Fusion. And it's like, if you want to use a tagged language, or a tag language, which basically means you write in what looks like HTML or markup, it's like an if tag instead of an if expression.
Well, so I actually like template languages like that, because you're like doing directed, like Vue.js's templating.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, but even for that, I think it's better to just escape out to the regular language instead of having like a special tag that's an if 95% of the way a regular if is, you know?
Well, the thing was, it's not a special tag, it's an attribute. So, but it ends up making it look so much cleaner, and you don't have to have, and it's valid HTML. It's like you can do directives in your attributes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like directives either. I never got on I like just having the attributes, and then if you want to use programming, just take one step back into like the regular structures, because then you can do any loop, anything. You're not limited to just the subset that they parted in to the language. See, for example, Jadelet.
Well, I also come from the camp that's like, do nothing in your templates. But I don't know if I would go as far as mustache.
You know?
That's the thing. It's like looping and conditionals, and then that's like pretty much it.
But at that point, you've got like, you're more than halfway to a full programming language.
That's true. Except you don't want to have all these features.
But then either take them out or put them in, you know? don't compromise and say, let's just get half of them, but they're going to have weird edge cases that doesn't quite work. But yeah, I am a fan of generally stateless on the template. But if you want to like iterate something, you know, just throw it in there. Oh no, my emoji hot link is down. Is the Tweemoji down? Is Tweemoji down? CDN is down.
Wait,
that was
what?
down a while ago.
Crap. I locked myself in a room.
Oh, it's like the escape room minigame.
And the only way out is to reprogram the game. That's a good escape room.
Yeah.
I want an escape room that does like that does the war games trick, how he got out of the room.
I don't recall.
There's like the door was locked with a keypad, and the keypad made like phone tones.
Okay.
And so he like was like banging on the door to get them to open it, and he's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And he's like, you really have to go to the bathroom? He's like, no. And so he shut the door. But he had found a micro cassette recorder and like wired it up to the pad on the other side and was recording the tones. And then he like, you know, rewired it from the microphone to the earphones, and then rewound it and hit play, and it played the tones again, and it opened the door.
Man, that's in some fancy security.
That's what I want in an escape room.
That'd be like a fun activity for a company. For a team building exercise.
They gotta have more hacker-friendly escape rooms.
Alright. Guess I got some objects. Got these big old rocks.
I guess I have to reset this.
I guess I need trees. It's tree world.
Is it tree time?
Yeah, it's time to add the first tree to tree world. Tree clip art. Oh man, ooh, that's a sweet tree. Oh yeah, this tree is legit.
What tree?
Oh,
that's a vector. Vector.
It's a PNG, but it used to be a vector. That's the joy of clip art, is it's always like in the wrong format. This is a great tree too, man. How did people make found art games in the 90s? You had to spend so much more time finding your art. Oh man, these trees are good.
Wow, what would that look like? Found art games in the 90s?
I mean, people did it and it was like much harder.
It's like they're scanning out of books or something.
Or they would like find like some Encyclopedia Britannica CD and just copy like
take
images.
a screenshot.
Yeah.
I guess so, because I played a lot of AOL games that did that sort of thing.
Yeah, they just like whatever image format from any other game, they just grab it.
I played a game called Escape from Jurassic Park. It was a fan game. Windows 95. So I like vector art because you can use it in a 3D game and then do a pixelation effect, and then you're not double pixelating. It basically makes it look like pixel art.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta get some of. You gotta get that stump with the axe.
I know. Oh my god. It's like, was this curated by a robot? I assume so, but if not, interesting situation. Like and the quality just is all across the board here. Oh my god. This is amazing. Like I can just scroll infinitely and have more trees than I ever wanted. Ah. Man, that's wild.
Infinite trees.
I can pick like 10 great trees and just throw them in here. And then what? I guess I can attribute this place, but where did these guys get them from? I mean, I think
it's an SEO scam.
Yeah, the way to do attribution is you just let someone use Google image search on your image and they'll see where the real one is from. So Google's got my attribution covered. Because I mean, maybe this company commissioned all this tree art, but the internet's such a weird place. All right. Yeah. Oh. Tree world.
Wait, I guess I can save up there now. I'm lost.
Even like 10 years ago with the internet, there just wasn't this quantity of
well, you know
stuff.
what they say, data is exploding.
It is out of control. Got 3-0, and then I'm gonna get tree 1. Then I'm gonna get tree 2. Oh man, this tree looks pretty cool. So huge.
Oh, I didn't pick the message to broadcast.
Yeah, this data is reproducing at an alarming rate. If this trend keeps up, the entire universe will be data by the end of 2019.
Where will we put all the data? Wait, this wasn't supposed to happen.
It'll be inside the other data. Micro formats.
Maybe it doesn't have a UUID. Didn't have a UUID.
Oh my gosh, these things are huge.
I guess I can move myself. Boop. All right. So they are somehow the animation. Wait, maybe they're marked as static. They are.
I like how they sneak in like a bush clip art every once in a while, or some vine clip art. Keep you on your toes.
I wonder if I can make a conveyor belt sound. Some kind of metallic machine sound. Hey Fubins, what is a good no, I want to do a conveyor belt sound, some kind of mechanical.
And then loop that.
Yeah, Fubins, why don't you make one? Because we need more feedback that these conveyor belts change direction. Like, you don't notice that they change direction unless you look at them, so if you hit the switch you won't really know what happened. So maybe if we had rooms with conveyor belts have a conveyor belt sound, and then when we switch we like start the sound over, it's like sure. That's actually even harder because I have to make them stop animating. Yeah. Alright, so I gotta make a different...
Oh wow, this tree world is so tree-like and worldly. I wonder if I should move the horizon up since most of the game doesn't take place in the sky. Or is that just ground chauvinism?
You see? Whoa, look at all those trees. It's like a forest.
Yeah, it's like as if there were a world of trees in here.
Can you have like dense areas and less dense areas? So it's like there's, you know, like a forest versus like a clearing with some trees?
Yeah. Well, possibly. I want the game to kind of have a... like the trees will naturally compete for resources, or there'll be like some real simplified like sunlight or other mechanic. Excited. The virtual plaza of Tree World. I gotta be able to like pan the camera a little bit. I could do like a whole 360 where you can just go around in any direction.
That reminds me of the menu screen for a game I made. This is like a remake of that game. Dark Forest.
Nice. Oh yeah, I think I saw some of that. And Dark Forest 2, True World. And then you gotta be able to like click on the trees and it'll chop them down, and then you get your wood, and then years later you realize that you caused an environmental collapse. Okay, so I got the trees, I got the clouds. The clouds are looking kind of weak now next to all these trees.
Send messages, not a trap. Overly complicated. Spaghetti? Whatever. You know, when you read how like something's bad practice in some programming environment and you're like, well, I guess if you're a noob.
Yeah. Like the more I do programming, the more it's like, well, it depends.
Yeah.
And to say that anything is ever bad practice is, I don't know, there are situations where it's the simplest way, like global variables. Like, we can see how it can get out of hand, but if you're making a game or like a single, I don't know, it gets weird.
A prototype or anything, it's like, well, it would be like more work to do something else, and your goal is to get something validated quickly, so.
Yeah. And it's like less modular. I think a lot of those best practices are best practices for employers to not have employees who are like know too much about the code base and things like that. Like not to have anyone who's like too good, so that it's best practice for like a uniform, modular, repeatable, interchangeable cogs kind of environment.
Yeah, that's probably a big part of it.
Because they'd say you should never write a DSL. You should always have a bunch of objects with getter and setter methods and some singleton factories. So that way the next guy can really step in and know what he's doing. But if you like write a real small, real clever, really powerful thing, and most people don't understand it, it's like, well, that's not great for the boss, you know?
What the fuck does this mean? An error is printed? What kind of API does that? Like return an error, throw an exception. What is printing an error? Let me see. Whoa. It's what do you call that? Fog.
Yeah, it's good. I got my projection correct.
Oh, you're changing the Y value?
Well, the Y values are percentage based, so it gets like, so you can scale the screen and it kind of changes the FOV basically. But since it's all like fake with just 2D graphics and isometric, it looks kind of like, you know, it's just that cloud is in between these trees off in the distance. Which is good. I like it. You got some rocks, some trees, and they're all here, and yeah, it's good. The trees are all rooted in the ground. I'm happy with this.
Can you do some like procedural mountains in the background?
Yeah, I think I do a little like midpoint displacement or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should figure that out. I also want to get like different height elevation, but I don't know. I'm not sure how much of that is necessary to like find the fun in the game. It's getting close though with all the trees. I can almost imagine walking around in the tree world.
Maybe I can do this with interfaces instead.
That's the hard part with doing generative mountains in the background, is to look better than just like some gray triangles thrown in the back. It's gonna be a chore. It'd be easier just to find like a mountain clip art and throw it in there. Mountain clip art. Or even just find like a landscape. Oh yeah, there we go. Mountain peak.
Well, that's weird. But I guess that's fine. Hmm. Okay, it returns null. Ooh, you can do that? Wait. That won't work. I'm hoping the documentation is wrong and that it doesn't print an error, it actually throws an exception.
Well, that'd be wishful thinking. Or maybe the documentation's wrong and it does something even worse than you could have ever imagined. Oh yeah, that tree world looks so weird if the...
That looks like maybe it's an exception. Toggle direction. How they all set it. So now if I do try.
This actually looks pretty good.
How the fuck do you do exceptions in C sharp? C sharp exception. Handle. I had it right.
Man, Tree World is coming together.
Or has it? Oh, there's more trees.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get a foreground and a background and gonna be legit. There we go. Like a texture.
Not found, has no receiver. Is it gonna tell me what kind of exception this is? Or maybe it is just printing this. That's ridiculous. Because it's actually logging and printing it out. It is not throwing an exception. That is ridiculous. It is absurd.
I love how all the CSS properties have no consistency because they were all created over many different decades with different ideas.
Yeah.
Background hyphen repeat. Repeat. Wow, oh my gosh. Texture is aggressive. Gotta make it a lot smaller.
Okay, we need another way to do this. I don't want to put a component on everything. But it's fucking making me. Damn it. This will show them. Because it's basically an interface. I need to put it on it though.
The lush world of Tree World. The lush landscape of Tree World.
Oh, you got a background.
Yeah, and the foreground. Got it all. Looking good.
What's in Yoda text?
It's just a placeholder to create the folder. You can delete it now, but delete. Since it's all in S3, they're not real folders, so you gotta pretend it's a folder by putting something in it.
When you create a folder, does it create Yoda text?
Well, if I want a folder in here, I just do new file and then make a path to a folder with something in it.
Huh. I see.
Right.
So you don't have a new folder. You could have a .ds store file that's hidden, has metadata.
Maybe. What else does it do?
Oh.
It keeps getting committed to like your Git repo, right?
Yeah. Maybe it has like how the window is rendered. Like you can have a version in there where if you change the version, it changes like the version of Windows that the window is.
Oh yeah, and like different view options. And... you get like the list of view. Wow. Not the worst. Although it needs to skew better. I wonder if there's like a CSS3 transform for background images to get it to trapezoid. That'll be a fun. In fact, there might be. Ooh. Okay. Got a phone call. BRP.
Yeah. How do I stop that animation now?
Right back. There are CSS 3D perspective transforms.
Let's see. Guess we'll change it for all of them.
No, the perspective not work with the. Perspective. Rotate Y. Check out this pen. Ooh.
What the fuck?
Oh wow, this perspective in CSS is legit. It's like they're on a little mat.
What's going on?
I got a perspective transform in CSS for the background.
Is it just resizing it?
Well, yeah, so when I resize it, it's basically this little background thing here. It's like it's got a little...
Oh, your grass is flat.
Yeah. Let's rotate it around some more. So if you set up the perspective, and then you can like, oops, oh god, there you go. And like find the right perspective for your back.
Maybe you're on a hill. Maybe you're on a slope falling down.
Scale it, I guess. Transform, rotate.
Can you do a beach with waves?
Probably. I mean, I'll have many different regions eventually.
Different biomes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, looks good. Whoa. Man, I like this weird pseudo 3D HTML world. It brings me a strange joy. Wow, pseudo 3D HTML, it's like a whole new world.
S3DML.
And then I'll get the new Oculus device and then really give myself vertigo.
Browse the web in 3D.
Wow. Okay. Need... Oh yeah, browsing the web in 3D. That's like probably the worst use of the web and 3D. It's just not ergonomic. I like that my transform for the ground in the forest is rotate X 420 degrees. It's a little Easter egg for the people who inspect the CSS.
You should leave 420 everywhere. They'll be like, Daniel's been here.
It's like Tree World, of course. See, the trees represent... Add references to the Illuminati everywhere.
Oh shit, I'm doing this wrong.
Wow. I'm just real happy that my little tree sandbox got...
You got a lot done.
Yeah, like from having a very poor perspective in 3D Transform to a pretty okay one. I think I'm adding too many of these things. And I don't like the clouds, so get rid of those. We'll just have 20 rocks and 15 rocks and 30 trees. Let's see how that looks.
I got an autocomplete that said tree prototype. Are you somehow controlling my autocomplete?
Yes. Tree World controls everything. Man, this is really virtual plaza vibe, and that's what I'm going for, so. I think it's good that the perspective is like slightly weird.
It gives it a little parallax.
Yeah. I guess I could do like stretch on the back, or no, I did stretch on the background. What's that? Is there like something that should be different? I know it's cover move, it should be stretch. Then it'll. Yeah. Yeah. Man. The web is so much fun. Wow. I love Tree World. That's why. It's just so much fun.
Well, it's not interactive yet.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I had little avatar guys that can move around, but I think my emoji image server, or what was it? The Twitter emoji CDN is no longer serving that image for me right now.
CDNs are a sham.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, they are, like, even any third-party CDN, like, you already will have a first-party CDN for your site anyway. And so if you're serving something off your first-party CDN and a third-party CDN, then you've just doubled your unreliability. If you serve everything off your first-party CDN, even if it's like Amazon CloudFront or whatever, then if that goes down, you're down no matter what. It's not like half down. If you serve jQuery from the jQuery CDN and then that goes down, which it does, it happened to me on glitch.com. And then I removed the jQuery CDN and just hosted our copy of jQuery ourselves.
You didn't even put it on a CDN?
Well, I mean, our whole site's on CloudFront, so.
So then what if...
If CloudFront's down, we're down, and that's that. But like having a second CDN involved can't add reliability. It's impossible. It's like people who get overzealous about distributed systems, where you distribute them to such an extent that it makes your system very unreliable. Or like the number of components multiplies so much that your reliability is guaranteed to be low.
Right.
Some of those too far back, I guess. Maybe my X range is too high.
Toggle power. Ooh, it's almost dinner time.
I just get such a kick out of looking at Tree World 3 Pseudo 3D.
You're addicted.
I am. Tree World, my one joy in life.
Did I just crash the game? There's a stack overflow. Where'd it go? I think Unity crashed. Unity crashed. Better have not lost anything. Okay. Oh, I'm going on the belt. What is it doing? That's causing... I did cause a stack overflow. Man, I haven't done that in ages. Not moving.
When I was doing stuff with fractals, I crashed my browser window many times. For whatever reason, the Skia canvas library that Chrome uses doesn't like it when you send like 8 million points for the shape.
That's a shame.
Man, Tree World, it's just so fun.
You keep saying this.
I can just imagine walking around. I guess, would it be more fun to walk around like in 3D? Like you can walk forwards and backwards? It gets complicated.
All you have to do is move the trees around.
I know, but since they're all in the DOM, I have to update every single... Or no, maybe we can have a separate transform that... Interesting. Interesting indeed. Yeah, I think the browser's got enough 3D transforms that I could basically cobble together a rudimentary 3D engine in the browser. An SNES or Genesis equivalent 3D engine. And then someone can play their YouTube video like off in the distance and you'll have to walk over so you can actually see what they're playing. Just sitting under trees, sharing YouTube videos the way God intended.
I don't actually know what I did. Start movable. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's what's causing it, but I guess I can't. 8? What? Oh, it's... I've never done that before.
What was the issue?
Well, Unity has send message, which is like call a method on this game object, but it calls it on all the components of the game object.
Oh, so it sends it recursively on down.
Because I set up a method to send that message, but let's see here. Can't even make it private. I guess I just have to rename it.
Send to.
Move belt to. I'll call it move belt. Belt move and move belt. That should do it.
Why don't have... What do I do with the players in Tree World? And they're just invisible. That could be it. Maybe find some more clip art for like a weird clip art person. Or a lumberjack.
Did you get any tree stumps?
I did, but... Some of these lumberjacks are too weird even for my taste.
The hell?
I love this guy though. Although it's a solid back. This guy's a beaver and a lumberjack.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It made sense as soon as I saw it.
And this lumberjack clip art is maybe, I don't know, it's something that could look a little better. Would be a cool guy to walk around, like a Pikachu or something. A Squirtle. What about this guy? This guy, yeah, hipster lumberjack with watermark.
Mostly works. Where they keep their state. I guess that actually makes sense. We want it to. Actually, that'd be pretty cool. Alright, it is 7, but I'm gonna keep going.
I'm gonna get this lumberjack in and then probably call it pretty soon. Wait, is he back there? Oh yeah, he's like real tiny back there.
Oh, I didn't save. Damn it. Did I save?
There he is. This guy's just so tiny.
This tree here?
No, the lumberjack, he's like a little tiny guy running around way back there. And so what I need to do is, I guess, bring him closer. And make him bigger. There he is. Oh wow, wrong place. Zips him off to the background. Okay. So I need to set the character Z index to not be way in the background. Okay, and I gotta go. It's
Yeah, I guess I'm at a stopping point too.
fun tree world in. I'll catch you later.
See ya.
Peace.
Yeah, so let's see, where did we go? And we, toggle belt direction. We changed that to toggle belt power, that works. I'm going to push toggles, light. Yeah. Instead of finishing it, I should remember that it's actually really good to stop right before finishing something, because then I can get a quick win next time I start. Alright, so that's it. I'll be back tomorrow. Short day on this though. Later, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, sounds good, Fubins. All right, later.